Whoopsie, whoopsie daisies. Okay. I suppose now I just shaded the rope. It's been ages since I've last been in a museum. The last one was that one in Ireland, because after that everything just shut down and you couldn't go anywhere. Right. I mean, something else I kind of find interesting is how the Imka use knots for just basic information about things, which I think is quite fascinating. You're basically using knots to create something. I have to think about. Again. I feel like I'm using brown a lot lately. Just generally, it's because it's kind of works better black with the cluster pen. And again, it's with the black, it's kind of the fact that it's not water soluble. It just dries out quickly on the pen, and then it's dark. You can't do anything about it. But anyway, how are the magical cats going to use these pendants, which I assume are going to be magical? Because cats magical pendants kind of makes sense. The cats are just it's a bit from out. I mean, they could use them for the usual protecting themselves. I think that's kind of the usual way that amulets and pendants are used. I just use them for just for, you know, something pretty. Could be an option. That's just the way that cats at fashion works. They've got pretty little teeth around their necks. I mean, there's some sort of text in around necks to have something pretty on them. Jewelry. Jewelry. Word. Jewelry. Yeah. English is fantastic again today. Yeah. I mean, this makes for a fairly similar drawing, even though the not looks. Well, I don't think it's complicated. It's right, but it looks really cool. It gives a nice little touch to it all. Supposedly, it's a variation on the cat or not. Drawing the cat later with this drawing because it's not so complicated. It's just a very simple little doodle. Mind, doodles are nice. Very nice. I think the cat's kind of looks more like braid, especially when it's loose and not tied tightly. It looks kind of like a little braid. I mean, yeah, it can be fun, but a lot nicer. I mean, it's interesting. Technically, knots are everywhere, kind of. But you've got them when you to put a little bow there. That's a knot, and then every time you tighten your shoelaces, unless you have Velcro, you're not. You just Velcro to keep them together, which it's probably a bit confusing because they can be so long. I remember once about just the concept of shoelaces being so it's just inconvenient. Shoelaces. I mean, they get untied, trip on them, and everything. Unless you tie them kind of like in a double knot, and then take hands to make sure the shoelaces do not get untied. And then you're good to go. Like if you do that double little, when you tie your shoelaces, it's kind of just, you know, makes sure that open and you don't trip. But some people still don't manage to tie the shoelaces properly. Okay. Look how that looks. Just not it. It's so pretty. Even though it's basically a very simple structure. It's so pretty. I should not be putting these down. I should keep this up so I get my arms dirty. Well, not my sleeves dirty. My arms are fine if they get dirty. I can wash that off. Okay. Right. Some extra shading in addition to this. Like on ships, you basically sometimes don't you just sometimes use a rope to rope a couple of knots to see how deep the water is? I think at least my brain really. You've got a rope knots and then you use that to measure how deep it is. I think with this, kind of looking at the topic of knots, it kind of want to get some rope and just knots myself, just for the sake of, for fun of it, because I don't know, it would be kind of to just do some of these yourself. This knot looks absolutely gorgeous, I think. It is very pretty, the knot. And interesting, it's kind of like an X. Who knows? Right, let's get onto the actual pendant that it's tied around. I'm gonna use green. I've not used it in a while because I don't know, green cat eyes would be pretty, I think. So we could also do a little mix of colours. Which is, I mean, at some point I did a small study on different animal eyes and kind of different colours in them sometimes, which I think is just, I don't know, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. It makes me, well, beautiful. I should stop repeating myself, should I? It makes for some beautiful patterns in the eye of the cat. And since I think of it, you know, we can have a couple of colours in it to add a bit of interest in the drawing. So then some yellow ink. outside, but it's raining at the same time. Very unfortunate. Oh, okay, now it's getting really bright. The sunlight. Maybe we'll get a rainbow. Who knows? I hope we'll get a rainbow. I haven't seen one in a while. It's funny how this happens. It's shining brightly and then bam, rain. So, but it doesn't look like it's raining. The fact that there's raindrops and the clouds don't look like it's gonna rain. It just it's funny. As for the nose, I'm gonna use purple. It kind of isn't fitting. We'll just how it goes. It'll still look good. Okay. With the water, especially up there. Gotta stop dropping water there. Bad idea. Um, right. Now what color do I make the pendant? I will go with blue. Go fluent. I'm gonna try to use some of my metallic paints. No, not paints. Ink. This is Inktober, not Painttober. Blue. I make this a blue cap. You mix in some purple and red as well. Perhaps I mean, version of the world, the magical cat world, is selling for some cat wizard. That could be one thing to do. It's a special kind of pendant. Maybe it's a next project. in the school. I did an art class in the cats at school. Wizards and yeah, could do that. We could anything really. Anything that could be some cat wizard ritual thing, spell, something to work, bad magic, all sorts of things. I know that for tomorrow the prompt is Raven, I think. I haven't actually checked. I think it's Raven. I'm going to again, see if I'm right, if I remember right. But I think it is. I think it is, yeah. Actually, I think in a bit what the prompt for tomorrow is. We're gonna figure out how the catsuits travel tomorrow. They go on raid. Yeah, the prompt will be Raven. So it'll be fun. Right now, so how are the eyes? Good. It's just kind of like this. That's right. Um, right. Alright. Nearly done with this already. I guess we'll have time to put something in the background of it. Since this is the prompt not to, we can put some knots in the background. Maybe the cat paw not found. But I think I would definitely look more into just not macrame as well. That could be very fun to explore, I think. gonna do is put this behind it, and then the rest of it we'll make colour. Make it clear that it's a cat that's kind of drawn on here. I mean, if it wasn't already clear, it's a cat. Right, let's get some black. Perhaps we'll also draw in the whiskers. Drip. Alright, I'm scaring some, and sometimes I just get really, I just kind of out focus into it. It's just, I don't know, it's not very exciting when I'm drawing. Just bear with me for a bit. Okay. And those stuff sometimes around here. At least I remember having that. Come on, here we go. I'll just quickly do this side and then go into the background a bit. Or just clean up the highlights in the eyes of the cat a bit. I think for the background we're just either have a bit of more knots and this is really badly. Not good. Great, now I got white ink all over my hands again. Wait. You're supposed to shake it. Forgetting that about this ink. I don't mean for that to get out of dries, it's not going to look very good. Right. So far, we've got nice fancy. This is very fun. A knot could be so fun. I think that's. Let's use red. Pen now. Just draw here. A bit, kind of go to the shade a bit. really interesting. I didn't think this. I love it. Right. So, go and make the background a bit more fancier, I guess. Whoops. Reference, because I did draw both kind of knots for this. See it. With cat's claw knot, looks a lot different. I mean, this is supposed to be a variation on the cat's paw knot. It's just called for Napoleon because it is kind of different, but it's based around the stick thing. You see what I mean? Let's see. I'm gonna. I think for this I'm just gonna go around. Alright, I think for this we'll have a sort of moon, I guess. Kind of want to do something small in the background, just hanging there. Of the moon. And these kind of what is it? Kind of. Let's see. Okay, so again. And you've got this. And so that's all hanging from the top of the page, kind of. I mean, I've probably wrecked the page a bit there, but what? I did through a little tiny bit. Actually, if we have one on that one side, we should also have one on the other side. I think this time we're gonna go with star, kind of. And then we're gonna have kind of coming in like really ever said. I really like how symmetrical knot of the cat's paw is. Like the cat's paw. No, it is. The stream isn't properly. Oh dear. Really? I didn't notice. What would you do about it though? Okay, done. Fix that. It's not showing as a stream. Okay, that's weird. It says that I am live. So. Maybe I can try that. And come back.